14. Final score time. The Anthony Pirro era begins with a win in Richmond. 35-14 the final score as the Cats take care of business against the Zeps. Bill.
Jack, thank you very much. Now we turn our attention to our first Bordas and Bordas Friday Night Rivals broadcast matchup. Sports director Rob Metzger was on the call of this one, and he has the highlights.
Redskins strike first in this one. It's Ian Starkey to Ethan Starr. Nice pitch and catch. 7-0. Ensuing kickoff, the Bobcats with a big answer. It's Tate Sikora. He's going to return this 91 yards for a touchdown. The extra point was blocked, so it's still 7-6, Indian Creek in front. Before the first quarter was over, the Redskins would get back on the board. This time Starkey using his legs, getting in for the score. It's 14-6 after a quarter. And then in the third, Starkey, 22-yard touchdown run, extends the lead to 21-6. Then to the air again. Starkey and Starr connect once again. And another touchdown pass to Mazer. This time, 5 total touchdowns for Starkey. And the Redskins victorious in the opener over Cambridge, 35-6.
Rob, thank you very much. Final score on the scoreboard, Indian Creek a winner, 35-6 over Cambridge. St. Clairsville now, and St. Clairsville opening the season on the road a couple of hours away in Norwayne. Devils down 7-0 when Sam McLean fires it out to the flat. Ian McLean for the touchdown, 7-6. Red Devils down by 1. Devils knocking on the door again, but here the ball gets ripped loose, and Cameron Hackworth of Norwayne, and he is going to go the distance, 90-plus yards the other way for the score, and he is in for the touchdown. But St. Clairsville, no. Don't sleep on the Red Devils. They're not going away. 25 seconds left to go in the second quarter. McLean, so Ollie Muley, 27-13 at the half. We've got ourselves a ball game. Third quarter, McLean hands off to Muley, who scores from about 10 yards out, and the Red Devils trail it by a touchdown, 27-20. But as the Devils are knocking on the door in the fourth, another fumble and another long scoop and score for Norwayne. The quarterback, Jacob Bruner, playing defense as well. The long touchdown return, the third defensive score of the night. That would make it 40-20. Norwayne with the victory. We go to the scoreboard to take a look at it. The final in this one, it is St. Clairsville falling to Norwayne in that ball game. Time for a quick timeout. We still have lots of highlights to come, including a trio of games from Belmont County. Don't go away. But up next, Toronto kicks off with a home matchup versus Southern Local, and a look at the nominees for our plumber and pipe fitters local 495 play of the night. Welcome back to Sports Friday, everybody. Steubenville Central with one of its 3 Friday night games this season tonight. Crusaders were to visit Wellsville in the debut of the new head coach there, but this game was canceled due to a waterline break, and it'll be made up tomorrow night at 7 o'clock in the evening at Wellsville. Now to Toronto, where the Red Knights kicked off against Southern Local and their new head coach, Zach Almy. First quarter, Red Knights Drake Bauscher gets the handoff, finds a hole. 42 yards later, he's into the end zone for the touchdown. And it's 7-0. Red Knights on top. Second quarter now, special teams action. Brady Fair fields the punt at the 47-yard line. Takes it to 47, heads to the sideline, breaks outside, gets a block there at the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Red Knights 47 yards later. It's 20-0 at that point. Later in the second, Red Knights Michael Henry over the top. Drake Bauscher finishes it off, 29 yards, and it's 27-0 Toronto on top of the half. Late in the third quarter, Toronto again, Caden McGrath runs the ball in from 25 yards off, cap another drive. The Red Knights advance to 1-0 in week 1 of the high school football season. Final score 34-0, Toronto with the win. How about this? It's now time to unveil the nominees for the Plumber and Pipe Fitters Local 495 Play of the Night. You have 3 choices to vote on. And remember, don't be bashful. Only 3 choices to vote on, but you can vote as many times as you want. So get after it and get to voting, everybody. Play number 1, Union Locals Brody Perzanowski. How about this run? Breaking tackles, shedding. Here he just says, I'm going to turn on the Jets. I am a Jet. I'm a Union Local Jet. I'm in for a touchdown. Nice run. That is play number 1, everybody. Barnesville, play number 2. Kobe Jones plays for the Rocks, the Shamrocks, but he's got the rock. Sheds how about this? Just stepping out of tackles. Down the sideline, gets a nice block, and he is gone. Long runs from the line of scrimmage tonight as he sheds some tackles. That is play number 2, a 65-yard touchdown. We take another look at it here. Right, it breaks stepping through tackle. He's just too strong. Too strong. That's play number 2. Play number 3, East Liverpool. Tisdale. Tamar Tisdale. Tamar Tisdale. Tamar Tisdale. Forget about it. Tisdale is gone. 98 yards for the touchdown. That is play number 3. A little bit of a bobble. You know, that's artistic flair there. Picks it up and then just splits the defenders. Gets a nice block there, and then no one's going to cover. So those are the 3 plays. Those are your 3 plays for the log on to the website, WTOV9. You know where it is, WTOV9.com, and vote for play 1, play 2, or play 3. Remember, don't be bashful. Vote as many times as you want. Time for another quick timeout. More highlights on the way, including more action from Belmont County, where Barnesville, Union Local, and Martins Ferry all welcomed in out-of-the-area opponents. We'll tell you how they all did coming up. Welcome back to Sports Friday, everybody. Time to head to Belmont County, where the Barnesville Shamrocks kicked off the season against Fort Fry. Barnesville opening the season at home against the Cadets. First drive, Shamrocks, well, they take it. Trey Tolliver gets the toss, heads to the left, stops shy of the end zone, but then here the quarterback Cole Francis for the keeper. A few plays later, it's 8-0 Barnesville after the 2-point conversion. Later in the first, Francis under center, pitches to Kobe Jones. It's one of our plays of the night. You know he's going to take it to the house. Stepping, oh, it's just too strong. And then he's got the speed on top of it. Kobe Jones outruns everybody. 65 yards later, it's a touchdown. It's 14-0. Francis drops back. He's looking for Cole Carpenter. And why not? He's open. Down inside the 10-yard line. Then Hines Ford from 8 yards out. Splits the defense, goes in. Shamrocks up 22-0. We go to the scoreboard and take a look at it. And it is Barnesville winning 35-7 over Fort Fry. And now we head to the hangar, so to speak, where the Union Local Jets keep their Jets. Opening up against Warren JFK, but it was Warren JFK starting with the touchdown pass. Profit gets the touchdown grab, 6-0 Warren JFK, but here come the Jets. Jets are throwing 40. Colby Carpenter in the gun. Finds Eli Rogers for the touchdown. Makes the catch. Two defenders miss. 60 yards later, it's 7-6 Jets. 8.5 to go in the quarter. Carpenter, Perzanowski, Brody, Perzanowski, you and me. Mister to the defenders for Warren JFK. Makes it 14-6. Final score, 42-12. Union Local with a great opener coming up with a big win. They've got a big one next week. That should be a dandy next week when the Jets take on Wheeling Central next week. All right, Martins Ferry also home on this opening night, welcoming in a new opponent. Jack Hillgrove rejoins us in the studio with the highlights. Jack?
Yeah, Bill, thank you very much. Martins Ferry made huge strides under Justin Kropka just last season, returning to the playoffs and winning a postseason game before falling to Poland in the regional quarterfinals. Despite losing 3 key starters to graduation, many standouts back in 2025, and they stood out tonight against Huntington Prep out of West Virginia. First quarter, Martins Ferry on offense. Colby Kropka, coach's son, rolling out to find Luca Shane. Shane is into the end zone for a 25-yard touchdown to put the Riders up 22-0, and then Kropka connects with Joaquin Cox. Check out the exciting sophomore, brushing off defenders, using a little bit of agility, and he goes 55 yards. Mr. Cox, a preseason Big 22 honoree on the postseason list last year as a freshman, makes it 29-0. And then Maurice Barnett, how about that? Toss, touchdown. The Martins Ferry Purple Riders are rolling, and then Joaquin Cox again, sidestepping defenders left and right, and there he goes, staying on his feet. Joaquin Cox, 43-0 at that point in the ball game, and then with the final minutes winding down in the first half, Javis Johnson Jr. ends the quarter with a 35-yard touchdown. Let's go to the scoreboard and take a look at it. How about that for an opening night victory for Justin Kropka and the Purple Riders? 55-0 the final. Martins Ferry, Bill, 1-0 to start the season.
Jack, thank you very much. Still to come here on the WVU Medicine Weird Medical Center Sports Friday. Caldwell debuts its new home, plus highlights from River and Carrollton also on the way. Welcome back, everybody. A new era in Caldwell football kicking off tonight as the Redskins host Buckeye Trail. Caldwell opening their new home just down the road from their old home at the fairgrounds. Beautiful shot of the new facilities and marching onto the field with the bagpipes. Caldwell's Jonah Morocco blocks the punt, recovers it in the end zone for the TD. 6-0 Caldwell. 6-yard TD run. Here we go. Gavin Leak makes it 14-0. Caldwell out in front. Caldwell's next possession. Is it cool? 40-yard TD pass to Brody Chandler. 20-0. Caldwell out in front. And Cool finds Aiden Bender over the middle. Takes it in from 36 yards. 26-0. Caldwell on a roll. We go to the scoreboard and take a look at it. Caldwell comes up with the victory. River Pilots season opener versus Pittsburgh Perry from the City League of Pittsburgh. Trail Thompson, 25-yard pass. Asa McBride, opening score for the season. After that, Perry touchdown. It was Wyatt Stalder. Takes a handoff into the goal line, and it's 14-6 at that point. 14-12. And Stalder is back at it again, and it's a touchdown, 20-12. And how about some special teams? Snap not handled, blocked. Special teams, scoop and score. Here we go. Gunnar Bennett returns it for the touchdown, 28-12. River gets the victory as we go to the scoreboard and take a look at your final. And the final score, 36-12. River with the win. Monroe Central opened on the road tonight. We'll have that score for you coming up a little bit later in the show. In Caddis tonight, the Battle of Tappan Lake. Harrison Central hosted Claymont. The Mustangs looking for their first win versus the Huskies since 2012 and 3 plays in. How about this one? Mason Bailey in stride, and he takes it to the house. 77 yards later, it's a touchdown. Mustangs go for 2, and they would get it. Nolan McMorrow keeps it himself. It's 8-0 Mustangs. Second quarter, Harrison Central answers. Bo Rinkus takes it in from 2 yards out for the first score for the Harrison Central Huskies. 14-7 Claymont on top. Huskies trying to build momentum, but the pass is tipped. Caden Dunkel and the interception by Brady Heyer. Huskies unable to capitalize. It was 20-7 Claymont going in at the half. Mustangs would add more in the second half as Searcy punches it in from 8 yards out for another touchdown. Claymont wins it by a score of 34-14. They beat Harrison Central for the first time in 14 years. Time for another quick timeout, our final timeout here on the WVU Medicine Weird Medical Center Sports Friday. Welcome back to Sports Friday, everybody. Now it's time to unveil the nominees for the Plumber and Pipe Fitters Local 495 Play of the Night. You have 3 choices to vote on. Vote as many times as you want. Play number 1, Union Locals, Brody Perzanowski. Watch this run up the middle. Puts the shoulder down, just shedding tackler. Then he turns on the speed. He's gone for the touchdown. That is play number 1. Perzanowski from 50 yards out. Play number 2, Barnesville's Kobe Jones. He's going to take the pitch. Bounces it outside, then breaks the tackle, sheds another tackle, and now he's down the sideline, picking him up, put him down. Nice block downfield there just to spring him loose. He goes in for the score. That's from 65 yards out. Play number 3, East Liverpool fields the kick. Tamar Tisdale picks it back up. He says, you know what, I bothered to pick it up. I'm going to take it all the way to the house. Nice move there, bounces to the outside, then just too much speed. No one's going to catch him. It's all over. 98 yards later, it's a touchdown, and it's play number 3. So remember, log on to our website, WTOV9.com, and vote for play 1, play 2, or play 3. Now, I want to remind everybody that Steubenville Catholic Central and Wellsville, they had their game postponed tonight due to a water line break in town. That game now set for tomorrow night. That'll be played at 7 o'clock in Wellsville. Next Thursday night, our next Bordas and Bordas Thursday Night Lights broadcast. It's a rivalry to kick off the season in the Mountain State as Weir makes a visit to Oak Glen. Kickoff is set for 7 in the evening. You can watch it live on Fox 9. And 1 week from tonight, August 29th, the Beaver Local Beavers travel to Brook to take on the Bruins. Kickoff is set for 7 o'clock, and you can watch it live on WTOV9. We're all out of time for this edition of the WVU Medicine Weird Medical Center Sports Friday. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Have a great weekend.